Hi, welcome to another exciting edition on Mixing Side with LSK, and I'm your host Kaingelaki, also a producer at Pro Media Records. Today I'll be talking about mastering and just give you a few tips how you can get on mastering your tracks with a very good present sound. I'm just going to tell you a few things that when you're mastering, the first thing you want to do is fixing it. Or what I mean is trying to check what is really bad and try to filter some frequencies that are really wrong in that piece of music. The other thing is I'll be so fast and so that we get into the session of mastering. The other thing is you want to enhance it. And when you enhance it, you'd want to also tame out your dynamics during the enhancement. So you can even either add another EQ or a dynamic processor. That is a compressor there. And the other thing is you want to limit it. Limiting is the polishing stage of the entire master. And this will give you a very good seal out of your piece of music so that it translates the same everywhere you go when you finish your mastering. The other thing is you want to keep and maintain your quality of audio. So you have to dial your sound when you export. Make sure that you export on a consumable state, that is 16 bits and then 44.1 kilohertz. That is your final output. Make sure that when you are mastering at a higher sample rate at 48 going up, it's better. It will help you balance up a lot of things that way and have a very good headroom and dynamics of the entire mix. Thank you so much. Let's get into the mastering session and see how I got to master this song done by Young Ice, which features Alpha Romeo and Ben the Future, which was produced by Chezi B at 2X Entertainments. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the session as I show you exactly what I did for this song. The video has been attached to the link so that you can see also the video for the very song. Hi, welcome and thank you for watching my videos I've been posting lately, and this is your host LSK, also known as Kaingelaki. Yeah, in this tutorial I'll be talking about mastering and what basically I did on a particular song, and this song is done by Young Ice, which features Ben the Future and Alpha Romeo. It was produced by Chezi B, and that was at 2X Entertainment Records. When they called me in to say, oh, we've got this song, we want you to master it, it was a pleasure, really. And I had to just give a little bit of details to say, make sure it's not clipping, and export it in 24-bit, that is 48 Hz or so, to just maintain the quality when I get done with the mastering. And this is what I had to come up with. So I'm going to just show you exactly what I did and explain a few things on the effects that I was doing, why I had to use such effects. Then the other thing is you have to know exactly what to use. Don't just use all the bunch of effects that you have in your workstation for mastering. You have to give the song exactly what the song really demands, and that's what basically I did for this song. So I'm gonna just show you. I'll switch off the effects, and then you get to see where I had to start from and where I had to end up at the end of the day. And we've put the video also on the link below so that you can watch the video for the very song.
Young eyes from the area.
Then bend the future, you know.
Oh, fuck. Cause all I tell my fans, Queen Vela, no, you can't die.
Just beep on the beat.
Young eyes, let's go, let's get it. Just be but you beat now.
Peni na kufuno na vomela mandi ya palavu na yamba kuvulula ni uzi njana nafaka vika.
Yeah, basically that's a song, and I had to hear it, and I had to think of a few things that I had to do, and I went for the chorus to just do everything from there, because I think it had most of the sounds on the chorus. So I went for the chorus to just finish my master from there, and then because I don't want the entire mix to be compressed or what, so I go for the highest point where everything is loaded. That's Alpha Romeo on the second verse, and Bane was doing the chorus. So when I heard the chorus, I said, there's a lot of phase issues happening, and I had to think to say, okay, the best way I can treat this one is having a mid-side kind of an EQ. So I had to put Pro Q2, that was Fab Filter equalizer. It's very good. It has got a lot of parameters that you can change and play around with. So that's what I had to use. As you can see, I had to do a lot of tweaks. I had to cut out the high ends in the sides there, to just remove those a lot of aliasing sounds or effect, and just to clean it up, I had to remove the bass just to clean it up. On the mids, I did most of the things on the mids, trying to bring out the vocal at 2K somewhere there, then cleaning up and make it more defined at 8K somewhere there. So I'm going to do the A and B so that you get to hear exactly what the effect is doing. In case you're wondering what I did to come up with the sides and the mids, this Pro Q has got this parameter where you get to change your settings. So I went for the linear phase, and then the mids and the sides there, just to have a balance between the mids and the sides. I felt the sides were having a lot of highs and disturbing the entire mix. So that's what I did. And on the EQ, basically it's just correcting what is wrong in the song. That's what you do when you are trying to have a mix done. You have to correct what you feel is not okay. Sometimes you might barely correct too much, and then go for the compression. Or maybe don't go for the compression, maybe you just go straight for the limiter, then you're done. Having different kind of compressing, I'll say presets over the years, I think I've developed this thing that just give the song what it needs. And I do save some presets, and if you want to have some of my presets, you can inbox me in my email, that is kaingelaki@gmail.com. What I did after the EQ was the compression now, just to trim out and glue some high peaks, just for gluing. But basically not doing very much, was just for gluing.
But girl, when any my head G osakone kama mutungani mattress ai vya wachita viri wesa
with a little bit of gain also and cleaning up the entire mix. This processor is really magical. This is from T-Rex, the bass compressor. It's from T-Rex. It's very good. I love it so much. I use it in most of my mix. I think I've done it in a lot of times when I'm mastering Ronnie Power songs. I've used it so much. The other thing I thought after everything was done was just to add a little bit of saturation on the lows and on the mids. A little bit of saturation was something that I felt it needed to just give it the hype that it needed. Though it's a slow song, I think the hypeness it deserves, I gave it out. So basically to just make the listener not to get bored when they're listening to the song. This is what I had to do. A few presets there.
Bagelo wena ni mahetre G osakone kama mutungani mattress ai vya wachita viri wesa
Yeah, I tried to put the saturator about 47% so that I have the balance between the wet signal and the dry signal which is coming in, and then just add that flavor just a little bit so that I get to have a pleasant drive of the song. The saturators normally just adds a little bit of drive in the song and making it more aggressive. That's one thing I did. The next thing I did was another compression. I compressed a lot on this track because I think I was trying to mod it in a way that every time it plays, it should sound very full. So for this compressor, I go very fast so that I've got very clean transients. Then I try to again go for auto release, but just compressing a little bit. About 2 dBs was good enough. 2 dBs was good enough.
Bagelo wena ni mahetre G osakone kama mutungani mattress ai vya wachita viri wesa Basuwa kakachuka Bagelo wena
2 dB of gain reduction there, and everything was done perfectly. I think I liked it there. I employ this other compressor just to give me, I love the stereo enhancements that it has. So I go for the stereo enhancement that is about 2 dBs. Then I remove the side chaining, just tune it a little bit. And I remove the drive so that it doesn't compress too much. And the other thing is I go for the soft or a long attack so that it doesn't kill my transients from the other compressor. That's basically what I did, and it's removing about 2 dBs, and then I retain that with the gain knob at the end of the chain. The other thing when you're mastering, if you've got headphones, at least you can try to cross-check also with the headphones so that they help you out how you can get the best performance if the music is translating very well, more especially when you do your stereo enhancements. See if the music is not falling apart in the headphones also. And then most of the times I master my songs about, I'll say 75% of my songs that I master is I master them in mono, so because I understand mono is what most people are going to listen to, and I make sure that my music doesn't fall apart when it is in mono. So basically, this is what I had to do with the stereo enhancements. Then I go for the equalizer just to retain a few things that I felt were lost after the stereo enhancements. Just the boost at 8K somewhere there, and the boost at 2K, and the boost also at 64 Hz, just to bring out that heaviness and the warmth of the song. And basically, I was targeting for the song to really sound warm and transparent in a way. Having that boost, I also employed a C6 to just give me a little bit of saturation also with my highs, where I had to crush them, and then also do some adjustments on the bass, on the kick there, just to tame out the kick a little bit and have that clean bass section.
Bagelo weneni maheteji osa kone kama mutungani matre sai vya wachite viri wesa
So you see on the mids, I try to compress throughout because I'm trying to have my mids compressed throughout, where they're always standing out as punchy and very clean, so I don't have any issues with my mids. This is what I had to do, where they're just compressed throughout. You can see my metering on the compressor. And my highs are really crushed, compressed very hard, and to just have that clean high end. Now, this is the last thing I had to do on processing. That's the limiter. I did the boosting for, I was targeting about 8 dB of my RIMS, so that I get to have a very good range between the peaks and the lows, or the range, the dynamic range, so that it can be really pleasant when you're listening to the music. Where I didn't want to have it too much. This is just a clean mix, not too much boosted. I'm one person who doesn't like also posting too much. So unless the client wants it that way. I get my gain reduction about 7 dBs. So basically, that was my target, and it sounded very nice there, with a very high attack, very low release, punch style, look ahead. A look ahead of about 2.6, yeah, there, so that I get to have this pleasant, trying to avoid some distortion. The last thing you do to your master, don't forget, more especially when you're dealing with a song that is in 48 Hz, 48,000 Hz, that is on sample rate. You're trying to bring it to 44.1 kilohertz, 16 bits. Don't forget to dither your music. That's the last thing you put on your master chain. This is what I had to do for my master chain at the end of the line, where I had to put 16 bits and shape it to type 2. I love this dither. It really works very well. And exported my track, and this is the track. And if you want to watch the video, you can watch the video. Oh, we have a link just attached to the video you're watching. You can also subscribe if it's the first time that you're watching, so that we get to also give you some new updates that we are working on. And follow us on Facebook, that's ProMedia Records, Twitter at ProMedia Records. We'll be glad to hear from you. And I'm here, like Kainga from ProMedia Records, producer, live sound engineer, and studio sound engineer. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.
Bagelo weneni mahecheji osa kone kama mutungani matresai vya wachite viri wesai Kasuwa kakachuka